The EU has a crypto law called MiCA, and the whole thing is basically illegal. Yes, even if Parliament voted on it, and even if all formal procedures were followed. You don't need legal training to see why, and it cannot be otherwise. This law, MiCA, has been in force since 2024. Let's do an experiment. Can I prove that it's illegal in a minute or so, even though no lawyer, judge, or regulator across the EU noticed? Let's try. What is any law about? Someone wants something from someone who has it. That's mostly it. The law steps in to ask, is there something one could want, an object that can be owned? Who are the somebodies and how do I know them? Legal persons who can transfer rights. And it says, why not? You are free to agree to exchange something, but you can't negotiate a discount wielding a gun, for instance. That's the law. It balances enforceable agreements and protections. Now, the EU is not a country, but it's not the UN either. It's based on a promise. Countries agree to follow shared rules to make trade easier. They hire some dude from Brussels and say, EU dude, here's a job for you, help us to harmonize, but only when we say so. We say, fish. Finland exports fish. The label says taimen. A German grandma at a store sees it and says, I want forella, trout. Shop assistant, oh, es tut mir so leid. I can't tell if taimen is the same as forella, but it looks like it. The EU hears about it and says, unacceptable, we must make new EU fish law and protect grandma. But the truth is, Finland and Germany already have fish law. They both agree a fish can be bought and sold. The EU does not invent fish, it just standardizes some labels. Finnish taimen equals German forella. You can't call it chicken. That's legal harmonization. It works because the object already exists in national law. Now look at crypto. Neither Finland nor Germany has legally declared what crypto is. There's no recognized word for it in national law, no definition, no legal type. Yet the EU moves ahead anyway and writes a dictionary for a word that doesn't exist. Imagine this. The EU declares that pez, Spanish for fish, and poisson, French, are now the official translation between Finnish and German in a new Finnish-German dictionary. But no German speaker knows what pez means.
Pits.
Still, the EU enforces this dictionary as binding law, with obligations, licenses, and penalties for non-compliance.
That's MiCA. The law is many things, but it's not absurd. That's why MiCA is illegal.